I get it. But when I stood my ground with this, people like, yeah, see, Vlad is foul. Vlad's not like us. You know, I mean,
Well,
he don't understand. He's never, he's just about this. And I was like, nah, man, like you don't see any truly successful people in this world who are still supporting their friends who are all essentially bums still. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You have the LeBrons who put people in position and send them to college, and they have to pull their weight.
Right.
If Rich Paul kept fucking up deals for LeBron over and over again and was sexually assaulting potential clients, he'd be back in his fucking house,
right.
and LeBron would have gone with a professional management service. But they stepped up and they did what they were supposed to do. You know how it is, man. We all have fuck up friends.
Oh, we definitely.
I can't put most of my friends in position. They'll fuck it up.
We all have those certain friends that if we could go to the end of the earth for, we will. And there's those certain friends that, you grow up with, and then there's sometimes you have to understand that maybe this ain't the best situation for me.
Right.
You get me? But you have to be, is it hard? Yeah. It might be hard to cut your partners loose that you've been knowing since grade school.
Yeah.
But everything is not potentially good for you. You have to be able to cut off certain situations that's bad. And people don't look at that like in certain positions. You're supposed to look out for the homie. Oh, we from the sandbox together. Or, I've had similar situations,
We all have.
I write songs, I produce, but my nigga who, from the hood, he has no knowledge of that.
Right.
He don't know how to write a lyric or, produce a beat or turn on a drum machine, but it's still a motherfucker that since we was in the 3rd grade together, we've known each other. You try to maybe put them in positions that you think would benefit them, but then some dudes, I'm hood for life. You get me?
Yeah.
You have to learn how to associate yourself with those type. Even though they still are homies. You get me? You probably, if one time you want to slide them some help, or it can't be like, it can't be forever. You get me? You gotta have to cut it off at one point. And there's a difference of a homie who knows is, well, nigga, shit, I'm learning how to program a drum machine. I'm learning how to do this, or I'm learning how the management game going. I'm talking to people, whatever. You have to put yourself in a position that's going to benefit, because eventually, you have to distance yourself from that. If it's going to be a situation to where it's going to be ugly for you in the long run, you got to cut yourself off from certain losses. And it's not that you want to be just like, fuck the nigga, but you have to be able to, grow up and be like, yeah, man, check this out. I can't be having dog fights over here, dude. You feel me? Like, but being a regular nigga, we know we used to have dog fights, right? But now
I'm a major NFL quarterback.
Yeah, but
you cannot do this here.
But if the attention is coming down and people are not worried about y'all, but they're starting to focus on me, certain things that I can't do. You get me? Like, they watching me. I can't go out and buy y'all a gang of AKs and shit today. You feel me? Niggas is watching me. I can't just go buy, or do certain shit, because then at the end of the day, when the trouble come down, you gonna turn around and do this.
Yeah.
I got it from him.
Yeah.
Now, if you loyal and you real respectful to a nigga, you gonna shut your mouth and be like, I don't know what you talking about. Nope, I did all that on my own. He ain't had nothing to do with it. But shit, if you ain't ready to handle that time and that pressure, of course they gonna turn around and be like, he did it. He gave it to us. He whatever. So people don't know how to, especially when you're being criticized from the other side. People look at it like your loyalty when you come up in certain situations, as far as being from the neighborhood or having the homies or whatever. Some people look at you differently. You ain't supposed to snitch. You ain't supposed to do this. You ain't supposed to do that. So, hey, but sometimes you got to save face. You get me? I'm not going to be the only one, going to prison, or the only one getting fined or whatever. So maybe it's just best we just stop the shit right now. Sometimes, hey, if it's lucrative, a motherfucker gonna keep doing it. That's why I say it's the difference between motherfuckers who respect you and loyalty.
Yeah.
Because loyalty only gonna get you so far. For
I don't
motherfucker
count on
respect
loyalty.
you.
Yeah. No, when I was asked that same question on Drink Champs,
Yeah, motherfucker respect you, man.
I said,
please.
fuck loyalty, man. It's useless. It's a concept that a person will flip on for any reason.
Yeah, that loyalty switch turn on and
Turn
off
on
like
right
it ain't
there.
shit.
Do you know how many mafia guys I've interviewed, made men? Yes, I took the oath. I did these murders. I beat these guys up. I did this. I did that. Oh, and I would have done 100 years. Oh, but then I heard on tape that he said this. Oh, but then, he slept with my girlfriend. So I snitched on everyone and put 40 people in prison.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, what about those other people? Well, that...
Pussy get you turned on the
You know what I'm
motherfucker
saying?
real
Like,
fast.
Sammy the Bull. He turned on, John Gotti because there was a tape where John Gotti said that he was going to turn on him.
Yeah.
I said, okay, that's
we're
cool.
gonna let him take the fall
That's
for
cool.
everything.
I said, what about all those other trials you took the stand in and all the other people, that you contributed to their, oh, well, they were already going to jail anyways, there's always a reason. There's always a reason.
I'd rather have the person respect me
That's
because
it.
then when they respect you,
because respect is an ongoing
they
process.
won't even try to attempt to type
Exactly.
shit. So,
well, one of the discussions that's been happening right now in L.A., WAC 100 and Adam chimed in on this, is who was more influential in L.A., YG or Drakeo the Ruler?
In my opinion, they were two influential artists when they came in the game. The spectrum that they had for their hip hop, for their music, was greatly accepted. It was coming into the new style, I thought YG's first album was real good. It was real influential as far as West Coast. And I thought Drakeo's style was the introduction of something new. My son loved Drakeo's music.
I think it's pronounced Draco.
Draco?
Yeah, I remember I called him Drakeo once and he was like,
Draco.
Yeah, it's Draco.
Yeah, it is Draco. Let me
It's spelled kind of Drakeo, but it's Draco, yeah.
But my son loved him. He used to play his music all the time.
Yeah.
I was one of those OG cats who come from a different class of music.
Yeah.
But my son would put me up on all the newcomers.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he had a broad audience. People loved him from here. It's unfortunate, like I said, that our street ties get us into some unfortunate situations of what happened. But I think he was a real powerful artist as far as the young class is concerned. He had a lot of listeners. And as far as YG concerned, to be able to take his music and represent for his section, and to basically give us some familiarity with West Coast music.
Yeah.
As far as with his first album, I thought it was perfect to lead us into the new generation of West Coast hip hop. It's unfortunate that the inner workings of their situation led to what happened. I don't know too much about it. Like I said, I don't speak on other neighborhood politics. As far as I knew I knew the sections they were from. So I try to avoid that and just focus on the music they was making. And I can say that, they both were heavy influential in West Coast music coming into the new times.